Hi, math crew. For those of you who are in the brand new 3rd hour class, I'm so sorry my first day is me not being here, or 7th hour. In 8th hour, some of you already knew that I was going to be gone, but I'm going to be gone today and tomorrow because my kids are sick. We were supposed to have a test on Tuesday, but that's going to be pushed back to Friday because of me not being here. And then the whole purpose of this video is just to go over some of the answers or explain how to solve some of these in case you were stuck on the packet. So number 1, our scale factor going from A to B was 1 to 1/5. So this one here, this one's 1/5 smaller. So I did 1.5 divided by 5 to get the same side that matches up here for x. X you should have had then 0.3. The two sides that line up here, 11 and y, you would do 11 divided by 5 to get 1/5 for y, which is 2.2. I have to go quick, so pause it here if you did not write that down yet, so moving on to number 2. Number 2, the scale factor from E to F was 1 to 3. That means that it's this one, the bigger one is 3 times as big. So my side that lines up here for y, 3 multiplied by 3 would give me 9. Y is 9. This is a little tricky because it gives you this number for the bigger one, and you have to work backwards. You actually divide by 3. To get this number here of 6. Then you can double check it works. 6 times 3 is 18. Yep, x you should have had 6. Number 3, scale factor from W to V is 4 to 1. So this little one and the big one's getting 4 times as big. 2 times 4 lines up with this one here. So that's your side, same side of the shape. 2 times 4 was 8 for x. 16 for my bottom and my bottom. 16 times 4 was 64, so y was 64. You can skip number 4. Unless you did it, you can leave it, but if you didn't try it, cross it out. Number 5, scale factor from G to H is 1.5 to 1. So this one here is also a little tricky. I'm just going to put a star by it. If you tried it, keep it. If not, I don't want to confuse you more because we won't have any like this on the test. You can cross it out if you did not try it. Scale factor from K to L is 1/2. So this is half as small, K is from L. To get from 4 on the side to Y, half of it you would divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 for Y is 2. The opposite, this one's twice as big, 12 times 2 will give you X. So X you should have gotten 24. Okay, once you have that, double check the next one. This one was a little tricky. We were enlarging using a scale factor of 1.5. So it's getting 1.5 times bigger. This one, if you attempted it, I will give you a point. It was kind of a challenge one, but this for sure, you should have drawn it bigger if it's getting 1.5 times bigger. Turning to the dilations translations worksheet. It says, answer the following questions to the best of your ability. For the y-axis, use the same scaling as the x. In math, the word dilate means to enlarge or reduce a figure. So you're either making it bigger by enlarging it or making it smaller by reducing it. So make sure you filled in those two. If a scale factor is less than 1, then your figure gets smaller. And if it's less than 1, put a little arrow and write that usually means it's a fraction. If a scale factor is greater than 1, your figure gets bigger. Pause if I'm going too quick. Write all these in the top, and let's take a look at number 4. Graph the dilated image of triangle JKL using a scale factor of 2. So I'm going to underline this. And 0, 0 as the center of dilation. So 0, 0 is right here in the middle. That's my center point that I'm going to put on first. And my scale factor is 2. That means it's going to get 2 times as big. So I'm going to figure out, how do I go from my center to K? I go up 1, over 1. To double going up 1, it would go up 2. To double going over 1, it would go over 4. So it would go over 1, 2, 1, 2. new k would move here. And new k has to have a dot with it. So again, going up 1 over 1 times 2 for each of those would be to go up 2 over 2. Going from k to j, I would go up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2. Going up 4 doubled would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Going over 2 doubled would be going over 4. So up 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be right here. That's where new j moves. Going from k to l, I go over 4, so to double it, I'd go over 8. Put new l. And then I can make my new triangle, trace those together, and you can tell this is a similar shape, it's just 2 times as big. On the line here, the original j, the first j here, I went over 2, up 4. So I would put 2, comma 4. To double that, I went over, doubling x, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. That's where my coordinates doubled. For k, here, I went over 1, up 1 for my original. My new one with my dot here, 1 doubled was 2, 1 doubled again was 2. So new one was 2, 2. And then L, I went over 4, up 0. Doubling 4, 4 times 2 is 8. 0 times 2 is still 0. And then over 8 up 0. Makes sense, that's what I have for L. That is how you do these. So you put your coordinates for the original, and then you put your coordinates for where you move the new one. So I want you to make sure you do number 5, same way. And then on the back, number 9 says, the table shows the coordinates of triangle RST and coordinates R in triangle RST. Triangle RST is the dilation of this one. So let's figure out what our scale factor is. My first point, I went over -2, up or down -3. The new one, I went -6, -9. To go from -2 to -6, you would multiply by 3. To go from 3 to 9, you multiply by 3. Whoops. So this one has to have a scale factor of 3. This one got 3 times as big. So I can do my new ones. 0 times 3 is 0. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. -3 times 3 is -9. So each one you multiply by 3, and I figured that out because -2 times 3 was -6. -3 times 3 was -9. What are the coordinates of point S, the new one, and point T, the new one? Your new coordinates for S are right here, 0, 6. Excuse me, and T was 6, -9. On the grid below, you're going to first draw the triangle using these 3 coordinates. So you're going to go over -2, down 3, over -2, down 3, put a dot, and that was R. Then you're going to go over 0, up 2, and then you're going to label that one S. Sorry, I'm having a coughing attack while I'm filming this. And then T, you're going to go over 2, down 3. And there's T. So your first triangle, your original one, would look like this. Then you're going to plot these 3 points and label them R with your dash, S with your dash, and T with your dash, meaning R prime, S prime, and T prime to make your new triangle here for your last step by yourself. Hopefully that helped explain it a little bit better. If you have any questions at all or you're stuck, put a star by the ones that you really attempted and you weren't sure, and when I'm back we'll go through them. But you need to make sure you tried them all and you're getting your riddle packet done because they will go on your final grade before the end of the trimester. So I look forward to seeing you all Wednesday. Please be kind to the sub. Thank you.